What is up, everyone? So I've gotten a good amount of subscribers over the past few days, and I thought it would probably be a good idea to start keeping better track of the build that I'm doing on the car. So without further ado, we will start on engine rebuild / refresh part 1. And I'm going to try to do this, and every time I post up a new video, it'll be a new part. I don't have all the new stuff that I would like to show in this video, but I'm just going to keep you guys updated as I go. So starting off, we got the engine block right here, Texid aluminum block. Pulled it apart, everything looked fine, cylinder walls didn't look too bad. So decided to just go ahead and deglaze the cylinder walls with a Dingleberry Hone. And they turned out pretty nice. I'll get down here and try to show you guys the crosshatch pattern. That turned out pretty nice. There's a couple imperfections in this cylinder wall, but I'm not too worried about them. Tried to get that 45-degree crosshatch pattern. Got pretty close. Most of the cylinders look really good. The purpose of deglazing the cylinder walls is so that the new rings that I'm going to install will have a surface to break into and seal up. That's the purpose of the deglaze or the hone, whatever you want to call it, on the cylinder walls. So moving over, we're gonna stay. I'm gonna stay with the same pistons. The Wiseco off-the-shelf piston. It's a it's a really nice piece for off-the-shelf. PI valve reliefs in it. Static compression with these pistons is right at 10-1. Over here, I'm gonna upgrade the wrist pins. So right here, the new wrist pins are a 200 wall tool steel, and I put one of the old wrist pins over here so you guys can see how much thicker the new wrist pin is compared to the old one. There's a noticeable difference. These are going to be a lot stronger than the old ones. Old rods, gonna go to a K1 H-beam rod. Those should be here in the next couple of days. Undecided if I'm gonna sell these or not yet. I'm gonna inspect them a little bit closer and make that decision. We're gonna stay with the factory Cobra crank. Nothing wrong with it. I'm not even gonna have the journals repolished because they still look just as good as the day I put them in the engine. Almost like the crank's already been micro polished, so really no need to redo that. One new thing I did get in the mail was the new head studs. The old head studs were 8740. We're going to be upgrading to the ARP 2000 head studs, and probably to a different head gasket, and I'll talk about that later on in the build. That's really all I have for right now. I just wanted to give you guys an update video. As new stuff comes in, I'll get you guys updated. Hopefully, once the rods get here, once the rods and the new rings get here, I'll be able to take the pistons, rods, crankshaft to the machine shop and get the rotating assembly rebalanced, and then we'll be able to reassemble the short block and so on and so forth from there. So stay tuned for updates.